Hello and welcome to ThePrint. This week, a commercial from North Korea took the internet by storm. Picture a group of Russians frolicking on a beach. Now, this is not exactly what springs to mind when you think of a North Korean getaway. The state-owned Korea International Travel Company has recently unveiled a low-budget advertisement aimed at attracting tourists to the East Asian nation. And it is an odd, unsettling piece of work. The whole video feels more like a knockoff California ad than a genuine invitation to the Hermit Kingdom. This video, posted on a Reddit thread, showcases young Russians having a gala time in one of the world's most secluded countries. It opens with a young Russian woman dramatically pulling back the curtains of her hotel room to unveil a bright, sunlit beach. It quickly transitions to scenes of tourists swimming, jet skiing, and pulling off an awkward Baywatch run on the shore. While the visuals might seem appealing, they lack the engaging quality one would expect from a professional travel advertisement. Further, two tourists conduct a beachside interview, but their voices are almost completely drowned out by the sound of crashing waves, rendering their commentary ineffective. At first, the commercial fails miserably on technical grounds. It suffers from notably poor production quality, especially given the immense wealth of North Korea's regime. The video seems to have been filmed with a low-quality camera, which diminishes the overall visual appeal. Additionally, it lacks essential sound equipment, resulting in muffled audio that fails to capture the intended atmosphere. The absence of basic editing techniques further detracts from the professionalism one would expect from a state-sponsored initiative. This stark contrast raises questions about the regime's priorities and suggests a lack of investment in presenting North Korea as a compelling travel destination. But the issue doesn't end here. There is also a bizarre disconnect between what's being shown and the reality, making the entire effort feel forced and hollow. The most surprising element was a North Korean tourism agency promoting women in bikinis, a costume that is illegal in the country. But one can speculate that the beach resort might be exclusively for tourists. That quite explains the disregard for the bikini ban. Additionally, there is an unsettling emptiness in the video, as most clips feature no people in the background. It's not a commercial or a random staged video. It appears to be a fabricated clip designed to mislead people into visiting a deserted and isolated island, much like a horror film. Now, one cannot help but think there is politics behind this sudden tourism opportunities for Russians. Earlier this year, in January, North Korea reopened its borders to tourists for the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic. In this tightly controlled country, tourists are generally not held to the same strict rules as locals, who often face severe hardships. Around 100 Russian tourists visited North Korea for a 4-day skiing trip in February. Later in June, Russian President Vladimir Putin visited North Korea and signed a mutual aid agreement with Kim Jong-un, pledging support if their country faces an attack. Meanwhile, in July, the US State Department issued a travel warning advising Americans against visiting both Russia and North Korea due to the safety concerns. This situation highlights the growing ties between Russia and North Korea amid rising global tensions. Over the last few years, Russia and North Korea have been solidifying their alliance, and North Korea's new tourism advertisement reflects this effort, but ultimately falls flat as a commercial. It fails to effectively present the country as an appealing travel destination, undermining its intended purpose on multiple fronts, even for Russian tourists.